there, and welcome to an exciting journey into a gentleman's life. How he decided that what he wants to pour his life into is making local, African, authentic soup. Today, we are in La Paz. What are we doing there? What will we find out? So much in between the scenes. Therefore, welcome once again to the Springboard Hangouts, the program where we have fun and learn about issues that concern us. My name is Comfort Ocran. Springboard Hangouts is in partnership with Ghana Grows, which is an initiative of the Springboard Roadshow Foundation in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation and Limehouse. We will be seeing a lot of innovation in place today. So please sit tight. Don't go anywhere. If you're going anywhere, just call someone to come and join you, because it is going to be exciting. We will be right back. We'll be back. Don't go.
For so long, we've been here. We've been trying to break free.
We live in a very dynamic, well, nothing is static, and therefore we should be open to, unlearn and relearn, just so we can also grow and be agile.
This is Springboard, your virtual university. I get the privilege of hanging out with my friends, the executive members of the EWN, and to help us appreciate why it is imperative, critical, that accomplished women in various fields of endeavor come together to network, support each other, and edge each other up as they continue climbing the ladder.
On Springboard, your virtual university this weekend, and most importantly, we launch the key learnings of the conference right here on this platform. Don't miss it for anything. Join us this weekend and you'll be happy you did.
Sponsors: Enterprise Group, MTN, Media Partners, Joy FM, Joy Prime, and Graphic Business. Springboard, your personal value will shoot up.
Welcome back. I told you not to go anywhere. I'm glad you didn't, because today's journey is one that you must be part of. There's nobody in GH, at least, who doesn't bath at least once a day. And one of the things that personally I like using is the pure alata soup. So today I was told that there's someone in GH who is doing some magic in alata soup. So today we are here with the CEO of Bamimo Enterprises, Mr. Moro Batun, has really harnessed and crafted and perfected the craft of creating this very authentic Ghanaian soup for all to come and use. Mr. Moro.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
It's really, really a privilege to interview you this afternoon.
Okay, thank you very much. You're welcome.
And when I was coming in, I was climbing the stairs. I mean, the fragrance of your soap really, really, filled my nostrils. How did you get here? Kindly tell us a bit about your background.
My name is Moro Amidu Batun, CEO of Bamimo Enterprise. I was born in Asante region, Ajura.
Okay. So that means that you must speak good G.
No, I was not staying there.
No! Okay. So, Moro, you've gone up north. Were you schooling? What were you doing? Were you schooling? Were you in some work? What were you doing?
When I was in Santiman from Ajura, they came to the north I was schooling that time. Like class 2. When they sent me to join my uncle at the north. So when they went, they sent me there. They had to go and put me in the farm. I had to farm for years and years. So even forget about the school. So I was not schooling. I was just a farmer.
You were a farmer on what type of products?
Oh, maize, millet, and then yams, and a lot of things.
Wow. So when you went back, which part of the north was it?
The north, that's Sudsational East.
Sudsational East. Okay.
Tumu.
Tumu is Sudsational East. When you went there, you went into farm.
Yeah, farm. I was farming for my uncle, while my father was in the south and the mom.
So that means that technically you put your schooling on hold.
Yes.
Whilst you were farming, and having done that for about 7-8 years, then you relocated again back to Europe.
Yes. As I said, after farming, I realized that no, I joined my uncle in Accra here, and I realized that it's no easy. If you don't go to school, it's no good. I had to go back to my village, Tumu there, and then go and start school there. That was 1992.
So you started schooling in 1992. By that time, because you stopped in class 2. So how old were you when you went back?
I was even getting, let's say, about 18 to 20 years.
18 to 20 years. And you went back to school to go and learn.
Yes. When I went back to the school, I think I had to join class 6.
You joined class 6?
When I joined class 6 and I write some exams, and that very day I was to qualify to Form 1. From Form 1, class 6 to Form 1 that very day. From Form 1 to Form 3, I wrote, and then I get some technical school. That one called leadership training system at Sandema.
At Sandema?
Yes. Okay. So it was called youth leadership training system at Sandema, as I said. So I make some 2 years course, and I come back to Accra to start a hustling.
You know, sometimes when people come across such challenges where they find they lack some skill or some knowledge, they find it too difficult to get the needed qualification, so they rule themselves out. I'm very glad you didn't rule yourself out. And even though it meant that you would have to go and learn with people who were younger than you, you chose not to be discouraged.
Yes. As I said, before I even went to the school, that was GSS. It was not easy, but I take it like that. It's not easy to join with your small children with the same class. They were laughing at your father and all those things. But in fact, when I was going that time, because I was from here, and then when I realized that the school is important, we had to go. So I had to push over. Two of me, I can able to push list almost over 100 or 150 people to school from the farm. I had to push them go to the school.
You mean you decided that the opportunity that you missed?
Yes, I have got it. What I realized that if you don't go to school, you can't get a job. And whatever they are doing, it can't grow. So my colleagues were in the farm, also farming like me. So I started saying that no, they have to let us go to school. I have pushed about 4 people go. Through that 4 people, now we count over 100 to 200 as now I'm talking. And some are now ministers, some are soldiers, some are police, some are teachers. They me to go to business.
That's so inspirational. Thank you. Thank you. So we've seen the inspiring and the person who says, I refuse to let my disadvantage spell the end of my dreams. You finish the school, you now start work in the formal sector.
After even coming to Accra, I had to do a lot of jobs before I get to the soap production.
What were some of the jobs that you did?
I had to join some construction company like Terrazzo, Ties, and then sometimes like some jobs that you go and collect one day by day to be helping for my daily job. And I work at aviation too as a libra for 2 years, and I stopped at airport.
You worked at aviation, so you've gone inside from the very bottom. So you've now moved past that and you started working in the formal sector.
1989, I joined the Hemo Natural Cosmetics.
The Hemo?
Yeah, Hemo Natural Cosmetics.
Okay, so at this, I presume they were doing cosmetics.
Yes.
What role did you play in that company?
I was the assistant production manager.
Okay. But why? What did you have that they made you the assistant production manager?
Okay, when that time we started, you know, when there we were about just 3 to 4 people. Fortunately, the one who was the assistant production manager, he had some problem, he stopped the job. So, and they realized that I wasn't good to, I mean, whatever they teach me to do in the product, they realized that I was doing well. And then the man chose me to be assistant production manager to the, I was CA, my boss.
Fantastic, fantastic. Why did you decide to start your own company?
Yes, it was not easy when we started, as we said, that place for our become assistant production manager. It came to sometimes we were not getting the raw materials.
Okay.
For sometimes even to get something to go to work, sometimes I had to even walk from La Paz or Domi to industrial area for work. So when it came like that, the company, the man was called is a white man or Lebanese and from Brazil. The half is Brazilian and the half is Lebanese. Okay. So he passed away. After he passed away, the company collapsed down. You know, that time to some of us, we are 3. That's the work we had learned.
Yeah.
So we had to also now find a way to also, I mean, started something to do. And I realized that he told us something when we were working that period. He said that, look, the job he's teaching us is want us to work hard and learn hard. Because when you learn hard, you will grow in future. Simple because he said that he want to compare us. If we are serious and learn this job, someone when they high degree, you'll be the same degree holder. So we have to learn hard. That's why I remember the man saying that we have to learn hard and become in people in future because our handwork is very good. Because that's what he did up to now, from Brazil to Lebanon to Nigeria. Now he's in Ghana here to do the handwork.
What you're talking about is what they call very big English, technical and vocational skills. And so it's based on that technical skill that you learned in that place. In
Sandema.
At where?
Sandema.
Sandema.
That's a Apache region. Unfortunately, as he said that, I realized that as I went to the Sunday school, the Sunday school Form 1 that stopped. I was in the Sunday school, and Form 1 I stopped and joined that one. They say there's a handwork. When you learn, then those people grow. When you come out, you can learn something. Unfortunately, I joined into that youth leaders training institution at the Sandema. Okay. And they say that there's a youth leadership, which means that when the training you come out, you can be a leader at anywhere. Yeah. Any company that you go, you can be a leader, or you can learn something and become somebody in the future. Yeah. I take that opportunity saying that let me put that what they taught us in the youth leadership training institution to the soap making. So how did you start? Yes, it's not easy.
Tell us.
It's not easy. It's not easy. I had to get to one my uncle called Mr. Foka Mohammed at Domi. So I told him my story, this is what I had learned. And then the man had passed away now. Even sometimes to get something for my mouth is very, very difficult for me. So he need to help me. He let me to be in his house over 2 years to 3 years, just open gauge for him, and then helping in the housework, that he will find a money for me small. So I worked there like 2 years down to 3 years down. I said, now, my uncle, I want to also find something to do. You know, this man's school I have got. So I want to do something. Fortunately, he also had a wife, open some small store at the house. Just near the house front. So when the wife fortunately or misfortunately had passed away. Oh. When the wife passed away, he also was industrial. He was encouraging me the work I learned to take it serious. Okay. When the wife passed away, he let me to take that place to start doing something small. So I started buying my raw material from this Kufo Galang from Agogolosi. And then go to one company called Scan Bed at this place, Taifa. and then the tap. I used to buy the containers small, doing something small. That was 2006. Okay. I started 2005, September again. So when things go well, I had to go to Kumasi, Techima, Nema, Mamobi, and what time I was marketing one by one. Go to the market shops to be selling it. After I even sell it, the market was coming out. We were making something small. He was surprised and he just want to help me because he's accountant, he's working administrator, and I had learned this job. He also want to just push me. One day I can be somebody. You know, when we started making the product and the business started growing, he got married, different woman come. And saying that will help the woman to also be learning. In case of I'm not there, he can push me small. So after teaching the woman finished, later the lady had to bring some confused for me and my uncle. They had to sack my way from the house and take the business from me. So I had to set, as I said.
That's all over again.
Yes, I had to now come sit in the house, buy my gari again, started soaking, and started holding again. So from there, that time I had to save something small from Ganrola Bank. So I go draw that one, I have it small, and then go to sisters and brothers, whether they can help, no one helped me. And I take that one, started small. Someone that able to borrow me 400 Ghana cedis for 6 months' time to pay him. And then every month he will take me 40 cedis.
Okay.
So for 6 months, I turned that money, and later I was one of the first person who, opened Pro Credit Bank. So I was saving with them. And then while I was doing small, and I started with some few, like 3 to 2 workers. So they able to help me alone with 2,000 Ghana cedis, Pro Credit. So from there I started doing as the garage, my contact garage just back here. So from there I had to, you can't sometimes day to day I have to say that I'm dirtying the house, I had to move. So from there I had to find a place, and I can see one woman from the back here. He has some small shop and back here. He said okay, he'll give the place to me, let's say for 50 Ghana cedis a month. That's 1,002 for 2 years. I said no problem. I gave him that 800 Ghana cedis, remaining 400 Ghana cedis. I said that if I not pay 400 Ghana cedis, which means that he will not let him to make the production. So I had to go and look for money, 400 Ghana cedis, and borrow from one Haji again from Accra, and can add it for him before I can start my production again.
So you started, after your other business, or the first production center was decommissioned, yes. You came here and then you started production in a small space. How big was it?
Oh, it is just back here, just a large store.
Just like a store?
It's a store. There is a store. I put some this machine, small one, and then I started cooking there. After when I cook finish, then I had to stop and clean the place, and then sit down and then packaging and put it in the container, and then I'll packaging it, and then I label it and I send it to the market sale. And that very day I had to go to Agoglos and buy the oil again from Mankola market to Agoglos, go and buy the oil from the 4 gallons and can cook again.
I see. So you've been doing this since let's say, after you started your new production cycle from, let's say, 2012 now?
Yes.
And so you've been doing this for actively about 10 years.
Yes.
So in this case, how has the operation grown?
Yes, as you said, from the small place, the woman still have another place. The church, there's a pastor who also was occupying that place, doing some, making some church. And me too, I take the small place. I was supposed to even take that place. I said I don't have money. He was 150 Ghana cedis a month. So I had to take the 50 Ghana cedis. But 2 years, unfortunately, the pastor had got his place, a land and bought and moved. So I moved from that place to the small, it was, let's say, tabudan, a wooden structure wooden structure. Then I had to move inside there and then use the former place as an office. And as I said, we were like 4 people to 6 people. So we started from there, gradual process. We become like, 10 people. The 10 people, like 15 people. That time I get this young guy, Gideon.
Gideon, we'll be getting some story from Gideon. Really, don't go anywhere. Gideon has a very interesting path to show us.
I met him as a young guy. He also finished SS, and then I had to know that he was a smart guy. I pulled him to me myself. He and the sisters and then the brothers I was knowing the area. So we are all from this area that I know.
Oh, I see. Here in La Paz, you all, yeah.
It's not like I pick him from any place or anything. He's just La Paz guy in the area guy. I know him. He was a good guy. I'm one of the guys around. He also joined me. That time we were about 15 people going that time.
I see.
So
right now, how big? How many people do you have in your operation now?
Yes. Now because of the virus has come, if not that we were about 130 to 120. That was the 2020.
Before 2020, you had grown to 120.
Yes,
people.
we were more than that. If you compare some of the school, those people were schooling at the same time.
So they'll come and work a little and then they'll go.
Who were here, we are about this. You know, we don't have only here. We have another branch in Kaswa.
You do?
Yes, it is same like this in Kaswa. We have another one. So we divided the people. Some in Kaswa, some are here. And here was about 80 people plus.
Really?
And that place was about 40 people. Now, as now, we are even, but we're reducing some of the staff, but still, we are still operating at the Kaswa. But we close when things become difficult. We don't have our materials. We close the place for some time more, but we will open the office alone. But now we are still working again.
You started working again?
Yes.
That's great. That's great. This story, you won't get it anywhere apart from Springboard Hangout. And we see a story of resilience. A story that says that despite what the challenges are, where I lack, I will go and find the capacity. And where I have the capacity, I would ensure I utilize that capacity to benefit not just myself, but my community. We're going for a quick break. By the way, if you know somebody in your community, in your circle of influence, who has an interest in an amazing story in the extended agric and ATVET, vocational and technical skills value chain, kindly let us know. Send us a quick hi on gg@springboard.com.gh and we will reach out to you or to the person you are sending us the information about. Because these stories, these amazing stories that are hiding in our communities need to be brought to light. So we are going for a quick commercial break. When we return, another part of the story unfolds. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We live in a very dynamic, nothing is static, and therefore we should be open to, unlearn and relearn, just so we can also grow and be agile.
This is Springboard, your virtual university. I get the privilege of hanging out with my friends, the executive members of the EWM, and to help us appreciate why it is imperative, critical, that accomplished women in various fields of endeavor come together to network, support each other, and edge each other up as they continue climbing the ladder.
On Springboard, your virtual university this weekend, and most importantly, we launch the key learnings of the conference right here on this platform. Don't miss it for anything. Join us this weekend and you'll be happy you did.
Sponsors: Enterprise Group, MTN, Media Partners,
Joy FM, Joy Prime and Graphic Business. Springboard, your personal value will shoot up.
Turn around. For so long, we've been here. We've been trying to break free.
Mr. Moro is taking us to the general manager, Gideon Chum's office, and then, who knows, we may be able to look round the space for you to see exactly where we are and what Allah has enabled them to do in this beautiful place. Don't go anywhere. Let's go. Hi, and you are?
Gideon.
Wow, good to see you, Gideon. Really nice to meet you. Thank you for the opportunity to come around your amazing space. Can you tell us a little bit about you?
Okay, my name is Chumkwesi Gideon, and I'm the manager of Bamimo Enterprise. I've been with the company for more than 10 years. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. From after I completed senior high school, my sister was working with the company as a secretary at the time.
Okay.
Yes. So I told her I want to start doing something. So yeah, and it was through this business that I was able to start university. Because at the time, I think I was taking 80 cedis as salary. So I told my boss that I wanted to buy forms. I was like, okay. So I took my salary and bought forms for university. Then I went to the Ghana Institute of Journalism. Yes. And now I have a degree in journalism and now pursuing law at Gempa. Yes.
Wow. Wow. When you came, was the company this big when you started with Mr. Moro?
No, when I came there, the size of Mr. Moro's office couldn't even fit this table in. This desk can't fit in this office. So it was really a small business, and when he started, documentation and paperwork had a bit of issues. So what I do is I come here in the morning and I help them fill some forms and show them, okay, let's keep the stock like this, so that we know what is left at the end of the day and be able to also calculate the sales. From there, then I go to school. So after school, I come back and check all the accounts and the records and see if it was okay. So gradually he said, oh, he thinks I'm really good, so I should be his personal secretary. So from there, I started helping them register with Food and Drugs, Standards Authority, and all the statutory organizations the business needed to register with. Yeah, so gradually it started growing.
At the time you were doing this administrative work,
Yes.
did you have any formal training about doing administrative work?
No, not at all.
But you just knew that you'd learned something and you're seeing a gap and you fill the gap.
Yes.
And so that's a story that I am very interested in the fact that here is a young gentleman who just sees a problem, a challenge, and uses his skills that he had, even though it wasn't very, very good then, but still, you helped. So you finished secondary school and you're sitting at home today as I speak, and there's a small organization in your neighborhood. This was in your neighborhood. So you're just walking there. You were not taking any transport, were you? Exactly. You are there, and there's a small business in your neighborhood. Instead of going to say, oh, let me help you, even register how many people have come to the company today, you're staying at home and expecting God to drop manna from heaven before you would get yourself. My friend, go and help someone there, and by volunteering, at that time, were you being paid? Exactly. When you started, it was when they realized that, Charlie, there's something inside. That's when they started paying you. Yes, so go and volunteer your services. And who knows, you may be part of a story that starts small and now it's so big. Can you kindly help us go around this big edifice for us to see exactly what you have been able to bring to life?
Okay, we will do that. We got this within structure too.
Oh, so technically, we moved from here and then we came to this place. This was where the church was.
Find this space.
So you can actually look over this space and say, see what the Lord has done.
So Over time, we're told this place was available for sale, and then someone alerted my boss. We bought it and built it from scratch in like 3 years, 2 years.
Oh, you mean when you came here, this building was not here?
It was bare.
It was bare ground.
Yes.
You put the foundation and you started building up.
With the structure, it was very
This is an amazing story. Really amazing. Wow.
So even though we have big trucks that go around to sell the products, we also have people coming over to the office to retail. So some people come and maybe you have like 500 cedis, 200 cedis, you can get like a pack or two and start selling.
Okay.
So no matter how small your money is, no matter how small the amount of money you have, you can actually start a business, be your own CEO with just one pack. And as you sell, you make profit and pour back and you'll be able to sell more.
I see you have bars. Yes. Diamond. So what's the difference?
So this one is essentially for washing. Washing soap.
Oh, this is a washing soap.
Yes.
I see.
So aside the bathing, we also have the bar soap for washing clothes.
Have you? I'm sure next time when I come here, you will show me the powder version of it.
Hopefully. We're working towards that.
You're actually working towards it.
Yes.
Wow.
Because we have a big land at Amasaman, about 2 acres. So we are looking at expanding the business and going into other production in the area of cosmetics. We also employ a lot of people, especially the youth. It's very necessary.
It's very, very necessary. And even this gives opportunities for, as you started, that somebody can just buy this, with just, a small capital. And if you are faithful, you can make good returns on this investment. And you're now able to employ yourself and take care of yourself. Different product. So how much is this? If I want to invest in this, how much do you do? How much is this one?
This one, the pack is 120 cedis for all the 6 pieces.
Okay, this one.
This one is 130 for the 12 pieces.
Okay.
And that one is 130 for 6.
Oh, so it becomes a packaging room. I have a nice supervisor here. Hi, big boss. Permission to come in, sir.
Thank you.
So here they are measuring the coconut oil because we use a lot of coconut oil in the manufacturing, and we get these from the Nzima women.
Okay.
So that's where they gather the coconuts and then produce the coconut oil, and then we use it here. So that's one good thing about the business, because we provide employment not just for us here in Accra, but also the people in the villages who are also making the coconut oil.
Wow. So we are starting our production process now with the coconut oil that we get from Nzima.
These are the stainless steel basins. So much of the production goes on here.
Okay.
We put the oils in there. We have the cocoa butter. We put it in there.
Cocoa butter in it as well. Okay.
So it's somewhere here. So put it here, heat it all over, and then we add some other like water and some color to make it look good. And then, so it's a very hot process. After it's done, we pour them into the small containers to see. We'll go to the production area and leave it overnight for it to solidify. So the next day, the packaging team comes and then they start working on them. So what they're doing, we've already taken measurements of the buckets. They're like 21 liters each. So as they pour in, they count to make sure they are getting to the standard that is required to make the soup very good.
Fire all these cylinders and work on them.
Long ago, we're just doing small quantities, but now this one works. All of them have fire with them and they work with them.
So do you batch processing, or if it's possible to fire all these cylinders? About how many liters, about how many buckets will go into this?
You're able to batch them and know which group produced this one, which group produced that one, to be able to trace them in case there's any error or something. No. we don't really have electrical issues here. And much of the heating we do is by LPG.
Okay.
So we don't really need electricity for much of the production. Necessarily, we need it for ventilation and lighting, but in terms of the main production, we use LPG gas. Yes.
I see. And you get these from
our
local.
So we get these from Litap. And then also we keep some of the rubbers for recycling.
Okay.
So we don't just throw all of it away. We make sure that we keep it green and the environment healthy as well. Yeah. So some of the waste rubbers are sent in for recycling as with the broken containers.
Oh, okay. Great. Great to hear that. So we've been able to put all our ingredients here. We've boiled them. Everything is good. We've poured them into the containers. So we've come to our floor.
So the fragrance actually starts from the beginning.
Okay.
From the scratch there, it's added to it, but here we just add it to it as part of the packaging to enhance the fragrance. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Where do you get the fragrance from?
We get the fragrance from Chidwell.
Okay.
Chidwell. Okay. It's at Spintex.
Okay.
So a majority of the materials are all locally sourced.
Wow. That's really good for our economy.
Yes, very good. And one good thing is we source it locally, and we have people coming from other West African countries to come and buy, which is really good for our economy as well, because we've added value to our local ingredients here.
To our local ingredients, like coconut oil.
Coconut oil. Yes.
You use palm oil as well?
No.
No.
We don't use palm oil.
Okay. All right.
There's some cocoa butter. It actually smells like chocolate.
It does. Why, were you eating it?
No. Because it's actually made from cocoa. Yes, it gives it the cocoa scent, yes. And when you add it to the product, it also helps to moisturize and smoothen your skin. That's why we add it to it.
Wow.
And it's also locally sourced. It's in the economy.
From which region?
We have a man who brings it from, I've forgotten the town, but it's locally sourced. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
locally sourced. Fantastic. Well done. Well done for giving our country more reason why we should have production facilities
Vivian,
in.
Sewa,
Hi, Vivian Sewa.
Matilda.
Auntie Tilly. How? Fine, thank you. What do you like most about working here at Bamimo? Oh, Minister. Okay, what number yoga? So, what do you like about working with Bamimo?
Okay. They are sincere.
They are sincere.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes, very sincere. They take very good care of the workers. You're okay.
You're okay. Fantastic. So do you use the soap yourself?
Yes, please.
Why?
Oh, it's a very good product.
It's a very good product.
Yes, please.
Why?
When it comes to the skin care, it's very good.
So you recommend it to anyone watching today?
Yes, please.
Fantastic. So you've heard from Tilly, who says that this soap is a very good product and it's made from an ethical company because they take care of they who work on the floor. And Tilly says that it's an ethical company. They are very transparent and they take care of the workers. They say from the horse's own mouth, not from anybody. Auntie Matilda Tilly is saying that the company is very ethical. They are transparent and they take care of their workers. And most importantly, the product itself that they have is very good for your skincare. So today I am recommending Diamond Natural Soap to you. It is what we call our alata samna. Well done, well manufactured, and ready to do all the things that a good alata samina does, which is take care of you, give you smooth skin, and take care of any rashes you may have on your skin. Diamond Natural Soap, Alata Samina, made here in La Paz. Is it more expensive to do cardboard packaging?
Yes, we have boxes that we put them inside, but most of them, when we tried that, the local market, the local Ghanaian market, they said they wanted to see the product. So now we only put it in the boxes for exports, those for Nigeria, Benin, because they use cargo trucks and all that, and sometimes the covers break. So it's better in the boxes. So some prefer in rubber, some also prefer in the carton, but provision has been made. There are boxes
to cater for every market.
Yes.
What are the different flavors?
So this one has the lemon fragrance. And we have other ones. In the earlier room I showed you, also have wine lemon.
Wine lemon.
Yes.
Wine lemon. Wine lemon.
So wine lemon because the fragrance composition is different from this particular one, and that one also, the other brand name is the cool honey, because we use more of the cocoa butter and then honey in there. So we call it cool honey. That's how we got the name cool honey. So most of the people buy it know that particular one as cool honey. But because we are manufacturing it, we call it wine lemon here. But on the market, they actually appreciate the products for the cocoa butter and the honey inside. And then the name came about as cool honey.
Cool honey. Yes. Okay, then me too, I like the cool honey.
I'll give you one.
What are the different properties that made you have that particular
one? So the essential base products are the same, but it's fragrance preference, customer preference.
All right.
Because some people are, I don't like too much of the lemon. I like a milder lemon. So
the cool honey.
As the business grows, you get to learn what your customers are saying.
And then,
and then you adjust as such.
You ladies are simply amazing. Thank you very much. Very grateful. Very, very grateful. Cool honey. Wow. Once we've come here, we have to buy something. We can't just leave without buying it. So we are going to buy some products here from Bamimo Enterprise, buying Diamond Beauty Soap. So, madam, please, I'm here to buy some soap. Right. So I'll take 1 coal honey and 1 bar soap. So that's $2.30, right? Okay. Yeah. $2.40. Yes, please. So here we are. My name is Comfort Ocran. Conversations with people about how their dreams are unfolding. It kind of gives me new life. And I must say that being here at Bamimo has really shown me that someone is living some beautiful dream. And the most interesting thing is that dream is not fulfilling for him alone, but he has a whole community that he is employing. You are part of that community, having grown from your teens here at this job. What do you have to say to our beautiful online audience?
What I would like to say to our audience is, no matter how small a business is, if you find or get the chance, opportunity to be part of it, go there and start working with them. No matter how small it is, it will grow. And you have to be dedicated and committed in whatever you do. No matter how small the responsibility that has been given you, uphold it. Make sure you execute it properly. You never know who is watching. You never know who is watching. Always make sure you execute every responsibility or job given you, no matter how small it is, and you'll be rewarded one day, because you never know who is watching.
You never know who is watching. Execute your responsibility very well and be honest in your dealings. Because one of the things that I have seen sometimes when I go to places is they crying about people who have been dishonest and therefore the business faces challenges. Do you have any response to that?
I think honesty is one thing my boss upholds, because even when we go to his bankers, if they call him and even I pick the call, he has given them the assurance that I can approve for even a check to be paid, because he knows with Gideon, he won't take your money. That's how close we have become now. It's more like a family business now. Because staying this long with him and being honest and transparent, because transparency is one thing he upholds. I'm sure he will tell you about that.
Yeah, Gideon, thank you. It's been a privilege hanging out with you here on the Springboard Hangout. Welcome back to the Springboard Hangout. Tell me, are you not challenged listening to this program? I know I am. I really, really am. And the conversation is still going to take a very interesting turn. We've been talking about how you got into this. It's an interesting journey, an interesting story, one which tells me that not only did you not give up, but then you decided that there are people in La Paz that can also be helped with this story. So you started helping. Tell me more about it.
As I said, you know, when we started from that woody structure there, and we come like 15 to 20 people, that was 2000, and we struggled. We had get a lot of challenges when we want to grow. You know, every business want to grow.
I know, right?
And we don't have even a car.
Okay.
We don't even have a vehicle. That I bought one vehicle that was 1,000 Ghana cedis when it was 1,000 Ghana cedis. So I had to push more than 10 times before I can reach Accra.
I know that kind of car. The car has a mind of its own. Yeah.
We find a lot of people. You have to take it in dropping and go and sell it. As a graduate process, you can realize that now, fortunately, we were there, then they were selling this place. And they can inform us that there's a land here they are selling, whether we can buy it. And that period, even if you ask my guy, he will tell you I was able to buy 2 acres for the company. Saying that I had 2 companies' land I will buy for the company to expand the company. So when they were selling, I realized that if I went to build at Amasamai, some of the workers can all go there and work and come back. So it's there that we bought here and started building 2014 to 2015. So I take 2 years or 3 years to finish here, and we move from the woman house here. Yeah, it's just back here to here. So
wow.
It was no, as we said, the cars too. We don't have cars. We have only one car. Later, we to acquire about 2 vans on top. But right now, I realize that we can have almost 8 to 10 vans that we are making supply. And as I said, it's here branch we have. Now we have this Kaswa, and we had depot in Kumasi, Sunjani, Techima, and Hu, and Utumu. They are depots we are supplying. And we are intent to go
expand.
So
about how many products do you move in a week?
A week, it depends on our production. You know, we have raw materials, everything is available. We produce like 1,000, we can produce 1,000 cartons a day.
1,000 cartons a day, provided you have the raw materials.
Yes. But first, as I said, we are even producing 20 cartons, 15 cartons. Before we started producing 50 cartons, and then it was no easy. But now we produce almost, if the raw material, we produce 1,000 cartons a day.
Wow. 1,000, and it all goes.
Yes. And now, as I said, the virus now come, the market is slow. If not at first, in our market based with Nigerians, they were even, buy a lot, and then Benin, and then Ivory Coast, and other people.
You're telling me that you're exporting?
They do come here and buy it, the answer from sending it. Nigerians and the Golese and then Benin people.
They would export
yes.
your products?
Yes.
By the way, I'm sure you're looking at this and you're wondering how it looks like. Yeah. I'm more, here we are. Have you seen how smooth and cool the product looks?
As you see this one, our soap is different from all the soap they make in the market.
Tell me.
The reason why it's different, our white man, he was going to make the soap, rather than all the market alete soap is the black. And one is a black, rather than no, he need to do something different from the market people. So one day he let us to practicing it, to buy the raw materials. Already he brought in, let's say to be testing it. And he make this one. After he made this one, he said that no, that black one with the they tied with the rubber and other things. We had to find a way that make our own different from all the alete soap in the market.
Differentiation.
That's why he make our own become different from them. Our own is yellow and well transparent, as you see. So that's why if you go to the market now, our own is different. If you see any soap which in the market had this color, either they copy our guys or they copy from us. So as I said, my old boss soap, who was the Alata goat. So I'm diamond.
So he was gold, and so you are diamond. I see.
When I started sometimes you can't get the raw material song in Ghana here.
Okay.
So normally people that used to bring to me can't sometimes they sort. They had to go to Abidjan to buy the product. So I had small money, I organized myself that I'm traveling to Abidjan. The person had organized with him to send me to Abidjan. I don't know that, he know that. So the money small I changed at the safer was my packet, was signing it. After we reach at Libo, we went to talk already. He sent his car, I realized that he go make course. After make the course finished, and then when we go to the Libo border there, then they arranged saying that I had some small money, the guys to rob me. They want to take my money from me. One guy is there, he is also, I think it's northern or it's this one. He saw that, saying that this is what they want to do to me, so I shouldn't go. So they were opening the car and were trying to push me to the private car to send to Abidjan. So when they reach some place, then they can take the money from me. The man also give me a hit. The man also tell me saying I shouldn't go. So fortunately, the Ghana SEC was going to Abidjan. So when the car come, then the guys push me inside in the car. So I go follow the car inside there. The challenge I got that I went to the Abidjan. So after getting to the Abidjan to get the raw materials, that day, when I drop from there, I don't know anybody in there. So I just drop at the station. And then the end of the day, there's a bunch or what and what at the station. They had to sleep there.
Mosquitoes. You slept on the bench?
Yeah, the mosquitoes. Yes, mosquitoes had to bite me and the whole night. The following, they had to look for somebody that who also is there to send to one company to buy the raw materials. So I don't know the safer. He also changed the safer and also I had to go and buy some 2 bags from potassium from Abidjan to Ghana here. So it was very tough for me that time. And when it happened like that, my small money that I was have gone. I had to come and start to do something small again before I had to pick up. So it's not easy, as I said that time, about the raw materials. I had a lot of challenges.
I see. You had challenges, but you still did not give up. You pursued your dream, and today you are here with this enormous investment in this space. Very interestingly, I see that you are exporting, or you were exporting before COVID, to Nigeria, to Cote d'Ivoire, and at least along the West African coast. So let me find out, what are the plans that you have for Bamimo company?
As you said, as I said, I have a lot of plans. A lot of plans in terms of the business. So if not because of the virus, as I said, we were able to acquire a land. As I said, we want to even do a bigger more than this one.
Fantastic.
That was 2020. The virus had come, things had come down, but still a plan to come. Or when if sometimes we are not getting raw material to make the production. So normally I have to work half. People will come 1 week, some people also come 1 week. But right now, now we have started falling now. We are praying that we'll make it bigger more than this, as more than house even the 2020 that we are planning.
I believe that would happen. Allah being our helper. So, Mr. Moro, as we end today's interview, what are your any 3 pieces of advice you'd like to give to anyone who either is looking at what to do with his or her technical and vocational skills, or any young person? What advice do you have for those who are watching today?
Oh, it's my only piece of advice I have for everybody. You know, in this world, when you want to do everything, you have to be open your heart and work hard and pray for Almighty Allah. You know, Allah is everything. After Allah, then you know what God can do to you. Simply because, you know, when I had that challenges, I didn't give out. And I was not anybody. I know that. And everybody has safe. I know what I'm going to do for them. I know one day go open church for me. What I want to tell any young lady or young guys, honesty is one, and hard working and transparency.
Honesty, hard work, transparency.
If you have these things and know what you are doing, definitely you will make it. You know, I was watching, one of our father, Pakusi Undu, past 3 days or 1 week now. When I saw his story, I was even laughing. I had to stay and then listen very well. So people who see this thing like this, they thought that today that you just started. It's not today. You started something small. One day you can't big. So no one shouldn't think that you can get it one day. You can get it one day. And upon challenges will come, but you have to focus and do what God asks you, or you mean to do it. And I'm telling anybody like something like the young guys, young boys, if I see someone who have like as you said, your beautiful car you brought like this, and I wonder saying that this person is a rich man daughter, or is a rich man, or the person is well doing. I don't know that someone who can come from roadside and when they hustle and also drive car like this.
Fantastic.
So that's why I believe if you see anybody who is have a building, like store building, self-contained, a nice car, everything, don't say that, oh, he's from a rich home that he got those things. He was like you, but today God has changed him to you. So they shouldn't think those people are from the rich people, they're supposed to, be rich. You can be poor and work hard and you can't do like this. So if you see anyone, as I said, in the roadside, anyone has his property, don't let it be your decision. You work hard and then ensure that one day you to be the same person.
Be inspired by people that you see who are rich. Work hard, be honest, have the God factor or the Allah factor in you, and be transparent. These are the words from Mr. Moro, CEO of Bamimo Enterprises, who we've had the privilege of hearing his story here in La Paz. His education was limited, but he didn't let that limit what he can do. He was challenged. There were times that he didn't have somewhere to stay, but that was not what he decided would be his full stop. He made a full stop and continued the story. And today we are listening to this inspiring story, listening to both him and his general manager, Gideon Chum, telling us about Bamimo Enterprises. So I would encourage you, if you go to the shelves and you see this soap, know that it is not only made in Ghana, it is made by Ghanaians with mostly Ghanaian products with a heavenly smell. Till we come your way again next week, know that you are blessed. You are loved. You are the most essential thing that happened to us here on earth. We want to be able to tell your story another time. So work hard, be honest, be transparent, and look out for the God factor. Until we come your way next week. Good night. We love you. Bye.
For so long